Welcome to episode 7 of the Chirpin podcast. Today we're going to go over the weekend games, Saturday and Sundays, that both were W's for the Cardinals. We're going to go over Notto's hot start, as well as Noots MVP like start. The first thing I want to talk about is just all around how much better the offense is performing. The offense is actually hitting with runners in scoring position. Last season, the Cardinals had the 27th worst offense when it came to hitting with runners in scoring position. They had a 229 average, a 303 on base, a 342 slugging, and a 645 OPS. It's horrible. So far in 2025, the Cardinals are in fifth with a slash of 323, 405, 645, and a 1050 OPS. All right, that's great numbers. They got 5 walks with 7 strikeouts, 17 RBIs, 3 home runs, a double, and 10 hits and 31 at bats. Think about that, 17 RBIs and 31 at bats. They've been producing. I think a lot of the reasons why the offense is performing better is because of Brant Brown and his two-strike approach. He stated, instead of thinking about hitting that ball out of the ballpark, we just need to get the barrel on the ball and get a hit when we're at a two-strike count. And the Cardinals' two-strike count is so far great. The Cardinals' offense with a two-strike count is actually not bad. So right now, they're sixth in the league with 52 at bats, 11 hits, 1 home run, 6 RBI, 212, 344, 308 with a 652 OPS. I mean, yeah, it's bad. Okay. It's not great. I thought it was going to be better than that, to be honest with you, because they've been performing. But that's still sixth in the entire league. And I know typically with a two strike count, those numbers are going to be low anyway. But the Yankees, obviously, with their offensive explosion over the past few days, have insane offense numbers currently. But that's going to come down. But yeah, so they are good for number 6 in the league when in a two strike position. So that's not bad. I know the offensive numbers I gave you were, but being sixth in the league means everybody has a pretty bad number. I mean, the worst is Atlanta Braves right now with a 0.95 average, a 173 on base, a 135 slugging, and a 308 OPS with 2 strike counts. If we go back to 2024, the Cardinals were fifth. So 179, 248, 274, 522 for average. It's the best average. If we're talking OPS, the Cardinals are, where are they? Yeah, if we're talking about OPS, the Cardinals are 12th. And then 2025, if we're talking about OPS, the Cardinals are in 7th with 652. So hitting better in two strike counts, putting the ball on play more, being more aggressive, not only hitting, but on the base paths as well, has led to this offense being fairly decent so far. And if the offense can be good, the Cardinals can be good. I mean, there's no reason why they can't. Their starting pitching isn't horrible. I mean, I'm not saying it's the top in the league, but that starting pitching should at least be in the top 15. If the offense can be in the top 15 and the bullpen be in the top 10, I mean, the Cardinals could squeak in a playoff spot. I'm not expecting it, nor should you, but it's a possibility if the offense continues to produce. Let's get into some game recaps real quick. So game one, Fetty started. I'm going to go over his start real quick. He pitched 6 innings where he gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run with 2 strikeouts. This is good for a 1.50 ERA to start the season, which isn't bad at all. 115 was the first pitch, which the first batter he faced struck out, which was Matt Wallner. Correa flied out and Buxton grounded out. Newpar leads off the Cardinals offense with a single. Contreras grounds out. Donovan flies out. But Arenado hits a single and scores Newpar after Newpar advanced on Wilson Contreras' ground out. But then Burleson popped out in the end of the inning. Newt has been hot all through spring into the start of the season and the first 2 games. And what is a big highlight is his walks, which I'll get into that. Top of the second, Trevor Larnach singled, and then he stole a base in which the Cardinals challenged. There wasn't enough evidence to overturn it. Fetty gets the next 2 batters out, but Willie Castro hits a double, ties it up 1-1, then gets Jose Miranda to fly out. Bottom of the second, Herrera struck out. Walker got hit by a pitch, which was an injury or possible injury. He stayed in the game, but he did rest the next game. But it looks like everything's good. So, and then Scott and Wynn were called out on strikes. Top of the third, Fetty gets the first batter out. Then a throwing error gets Wallner to reach, but Correa grounds into a double play. Bottom of the third, Newbar gets hit by a pitch. Contreras strikes out. Donovan singles, but Nato and Burleson both fly out in the inning. Top of the fourth, Buxton strikes out. Larnach grounds out, and Ty France grounds out, which is a 1-2-3 inning. Jordan Walker gets on base with a single, but gets picked off trying to go to second. Victor Scott hits a single, but does what Jordan Walker can't and steals second for his first steal of the season. Mason Wynn flies out to end the inning. Top of the fifth was another 1-2-3 by Fetty, followed by a 1-2-3 for the Angels. And then the top of the sixth, the Cardinals return the favor again with a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the sixth inning, Alcala replaces Joe Ryan. Arenado immediately hits a double off of him. Burleson walks, and Herrera drives in a run, making it 2-1. Varland replaced Alcala, who immediately walked Walker. He got the next 2 batters to strike out, which was Scott and Wynn. Newbar hits a single, but Contreras strikes out. Top of the seventh, we had Ryan Fernandez come in for Eric Fetty, who gets a 1-2-3 inning. Danny Colombe comes in for Louis Varland in the bottom of the seventh. Gets Donovan on the line out, but Arenado walks, which was the third time he was on base this game. Burleson pops out, but Ivan Herrera hits a double, which his bat has been strong all season so far. Well, I mean, all 4 games, 3 games, whatever's been played. Top of the eighth, we brought in Michael Ciani to replace Walker and moved him to center, and Scott went to right field. And then Romero also replaced Fernandez. Mickey Gasper hits a double off of JoJo Romero, but he gets the next 3 out. Bottom of the eighth, Ohan Duran replaced Colombe, and Scott hits a single after umpire review confirmed it. Well, sorry, overturned it. Victor Scott does what he does and immediately steals second base. Mason Wynn draws a walk. Nootbaar draws a walk, but Contreras strikes out. That didn't stop Donovan from getting a sac fly, though, making the score 5-1. And then Arenado strikes out. Pedro Paez came in on top of the ninth to replace Herrera. And then Maton replaced Jojo Romero. And Maton got a 1-2-3 inning to close it out. Top performers, obviously, Eric Fetty. We already talked about his outing. Another top performer would be Nootbaar, who had a base on balls, hit by pitch, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And then Arenado also had a decent game, getting on base 3 times, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 1 RBI. All right, game 2, Sunday's game. Cardinals blew them out the water. We saw the offense come out with a lot of power. First pitch at 1:15, Wallner drew a walk from Palante. Carlos Correa grounds out. Byron Buxton drives in a run, makes it 1-0, but he shuts down the next 2 batters. Nootbaar gets another walk, and he's walked a whole lot this season. So far this season, he has 5 walks and 1 strikeout. Can't beat that. Contreras lines out, but Donnie walked. Arenado struck out, and Burleson popped out. Top of the second, France grounds out. Willie Castro grounds out. And then Miranda grounds out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nolan Gorman hits a single in the bottom of the second. Pedro Paez has a ground rule double, moving Gorman to third. Then Victor Scott hits a home run, makes it 3-1. Got a strikeout from WINN, Nootbaar ground out, and the Contreras fly out to end the second inning. Top of the third, Bader grounds out. Wallner hits a double. Correa walked, but Buxton and Larnach both struck out. Buxton struck out, and Larnach grounded out. Bottom of the third, Donovan hits a single. Arenado hits a double. And then Alec Burleson doubles, scoring Donovan and Arenado, making it 5-1. Nolan Gorman hits a single. And then Pedro Paez hits a home run, making it 8-1. Scott flies out. Then Wynn strikes out. Nootbaar takes a walk. And then the Angels changed pitchers. Dobnak came in for Ober. And Dobnak gets Wilson Contreras to line out. Top of the fourth inning, Jeffers flies out. France grounds out. Willie Castro homers, who's kind of been beating up the Cardinals this series. Miranda hits a single, but Bader grounds out. Bottom of the fourth inning, it's a 1-2-3. Not necessarily a 1-2-3, but Nolan Arenado walked, but Burleson grounded out into a double play. Top of the fifth, it was a 1-2-3 inning for Palante, which was the last inning that he pitched. In the bottom of the fifth, Gorman flew out. Paez got a single. Scott grounded out, but made it to first. Mason Wynn walked after Victor Scott steal, his third of the season. And then Nootbaar flew out to left fielder, Harrison Bader. Top of the sixth inning, Steven Matz comes in for Andre Palante, and he gets a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the sixth, Contreras, Donovan, and Arenado all go down. Top of the seventh, Willie Castro hits a double. Jose Miranda strikes out. Then Matz throws a wild pitch that moves Castro over to third. But the Twins can't do anything about it. They get 2 outs, which ended the inning. Bottom of the 7th, we saw the Gorman home run that made it 9-2. He had 3 hits this game. He got pretty hyped on that last one. It's good to see him doing good. Pedro Paez grounded out, and Victor Scott grounded out. Carlos Correa, Buxton, and Larnach all got out in the next to make it a 1-2-3 inning. In the bottom of the 8th, it was a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. And then the top of the 9th, Matz closes it out. A 1-2-3 inning. So Palante pitched 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. It was an okay outing. Nothing spectacular, but it was decent. And Matt's outing was fairly good. No earned runs, 2 strikeouts on 1 hit for 4 innings. Top performers. Obviously, we got to talk about Paez. Paez went 3 for 4. Home run, double, 3 RBI with 2 runs scored. Corman, 3 for 4 with a home run, RBI, and 3 runs scored. And then obviously Matz and Palante. So overall, these 2 last games have been pretty decent for the Cardinals. I hope they can continue getting the bat on the ball and keep winning these games. I'm going to be returning back to the Monday schedule, like I said in the last episode. So next Monday, I'll go over, I believe, 6 games it is. So it'll be a longer video than this one. That's why this one's short, because I'm only going through 2 games. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.